Hello student, I Purnima welcome you to my class of English. So how are you students? Okay, I hope you're all fine. Now my dear student, today I am going to teach you a new poem, No Man Are Foreign. So children, as you can see, it is written on the board, No Man Are Foreign. And children, who is the poet who had written this? It is James Falconer Kirkup. So who is the poet here? James Falconer Kirkup. Now children, before starting the poem, before telling the central idea, the background and the theme of the poem, I'm going to tell you something about the poet James Falconer Kirkup. Okay, so first I will be telling you about the poet, and then we will do the central idea, the theme, of course the background of the poem, and finally children I will be doing the explanation part. In explanation I will telling you about the meaning of the new words, difficult expression I will be discussing, and then children we will end the poem by discussing some textual and some important question answer. So in this video children, first I am going to start with the poet. Okay, so No Man Are Foreign is written by James Falconer Kirkup. As you can see on the board, I have written children when he was born. He was born on 23 April 1918 and he died on 10th May 2009. So children, when he was born, James Falconer Kirkup, the poet, he was born on 23 April 1918 and he died on 10th May 2009. So children, you can see children, 2009 is I think it's he is a modern poet. We can see he died recently only. Okay. Now children, he was a prolific English poet, translator and writer. So he was a prolific English poet. That means he was a poet. Okay, wonderful English poet, translator, as well as he was the writer. Okay, writer of what children? Writer of novels and drama. Okay, definitely a poet also write, but here writer means children he had written various things. Okay, and among these like he has written autobiography, he had written novels, he had written drama. So he was a good writer also. Okay, so let me revise once again. James Falconer Kirkup, born on 23 April 1918 and died on 10th May 2009. He was a prolific English poet, writer and translator. Children, and he had written more than 30 books. In his lifetime, he had written more than 30 books. And children, in that 30 books, children, he has written biography also. He has written, he has written his novels also, and he had written plays also. Okay, so he was a great writer, we can rather say, and he had written more than 30 books. Now children, he was born and he was brought up at South Shield. Okay, he was born and he was brought up at South Shields. Children, when he grew up, he also got his education in the South Shield only. He never went to for his education to a foreign country. He got his education in the South Shield only. And children, further for his higher studies, he went to Durham University. He went to Durham University. And children, there he had written a lot of poem. Okay, he was interested in writing everything. Every time children, he used to think and sit with his pen and paper thinking about the idea. Now children, there he had written his first book of poetry. Okay, And the name of the first book of the poetry is The Drowned Sailor at the Down. The drowned, the drowned sailor at the down. So this was his first book of poetry. Okay, and children, his book published when India got freedom in 1947. Okay, so at that time, children, he had completed his first book of poetry, was printed in 19, was published in 1947. Okay, he was the first resident university poet in the United Kingdom. That means, children, he was a residential student. He did not used to stay in his house. He was a residential. That means he was living in a hostel. And children, there he had completed his first book of poem. So this is all about the poem and the poet. Okay, the poet, where he had his first book was printed in the university only, in the Durham University, and the name of his first book is The Drowned Sailors at the Down. Okay, and he had written more than 30 books. Okay, he had written his autobiography. He has written novels. He has written plays also. Plays, I mean to say drama. Okay, and this poem, No Man Are Foreign, with a nice theme and central idea, he has this. We are going to do it today. So children, I think about the poet, it is very much clear to you. And now I am going to start with the central idea of the poem. Actually, what this poem is about, this I am going to tell you right now. Okay, in the poem No Men Are Foreign, here the poet tells that we should not differentiate, we should not distinguish the people on the basis of their appearance. Appearance means look. Okay, on the basis of religion, on the basis of region. Region means particular places. Okay, if he is a Canadian, he is a person from USA, we should not give importance. Why can't we give importance to the Negro people who are living in Africa? Okay, so according to him, we are all human beings. Almost our appearance are same. So, students, here appearance means that we human beings are having the same body structure. We are having 2 hands, 2 legs. Okay, 1 eye, 2 eyes, 1 nose, lips. Okay, the body structure of all the males and females are same. So here he doesn't mean appearance. That means he doesn't indicate to the looks of the human being. Of course, our looks are different, but our parts of body are same. Okay, we are having 2 hands, we are having tummy, we are having back, we are having 2 legs. So our parts of body are what? Our parts of body are same. So children, he is telling then why the difference is being made. Okay, so he is telling we should not make or distinguish people on the basis of their appearance, on the basis of their color, on the basis of their region and religion. Okay, he is telling all the people who are born on this earth, they are like our brothers. Okay, because children, they are eating. All human beings, they have their food. Children, they need sunshine, they need water, they need air to breathe. And children, when we die, we are cremated or we are buried in the ground. Okay, we need earth, we need the land to be cremated, we need earth to be buried. Okay, so then why so much differentiation is there, that he is so and so, she is so and so. And especially children, when we are having the same type of body part, our basic need is same: food, shelter, clothes, sunshine, water, oxygen. We all need it. Okay, so he is telling that it is who defile this earth. Defile means spoil this earth by hating and fighting with each other. We hate, we fight, okay, and we pass comment, we hurt each other, we complain about each other. So there should be stop. We should rather love each other. We should live with a peace in a peaceful atmosphere, and then you see how relaxed we all human being will feel. Okay. So children, this is the central idea of his poem, and now I am going to discuss that what is the theme of his poem, what he wanted to say. Okay, in central idea, what this poem is about. Now I am talking about the theme, that is what message he wanted to give, what he wanted to say to the world through this poem. No men are fallen. So children, let's start. Children, no man are foreign. This poem is about all the human beings. Okay, he is referring to all the human beings who are living in this earth. And children, and he is telling that all the habits and all the needs of all the human beings are same. We born, all the human beings are born, we die, and children, between this period we need certain thing, like we need food, all the human beings need food, we need water, we need air to breathe. And children, when we all do some work, until unless if a person is a very aged person or he is very ill, rather except those two groups, otherwise everybody works, some work they do, domestic work. Okay, see your mother doing work since morning till evening, how laboriously she works, how hard she works. Okay, they are different job. After doing this, people go, they leave their house, they go for a job, student go to the school for study. Nowadays also you are doing online study, doesn't mean that you are not working, of course you people are studying, isn't it? So some job or the other we are doing. All right, so he is telling that we all human being, then why we are differentiating each other? All the basic needs are the same: food, shelter, clothes, of course we cannot forget oxygen, sunshine, okay, water. These are the all necessary things which all the human being need. So children, he tells that all of us need sun, air, water and clothes to cover our body. All work on the same kind of land. Children, it is on earth we are working. It is not that some rich people are working on the moon and on the Mars. Everybody is working on the earth, on the ground. And children, all are fed by the harvest. That means we are all eating. Okay, harvest, that means the crops which we get after cutting it. All right, all the farm products, cereals, wheat, rice, pulses, okay, vegetables. So whatever things children we are getting through our harvest. So he is telling, the poet is telling that that we all need harvest and we all need crop, and after when we die, when we are dead, we need the same earth for our cremation, for our burial, for our funeral procession. So he is telling then where this differentiate word is used, why we are different from each other. And we all do the work, we all do some kinds of work. Okay, and not only that children, we all human beings sleep. Have you heard any human being without a sleep? No, we all sleep. Some sleep less or some sleeps for long hours, but we all take nap, we all sleep. Okay, and we also wake up at particular time. We love and want to be loved, we need friends. Okay, it is a human being who hate each other. Instead of loving each other, we hate each other. just because of somebody complains, but just due to somebody wanted to hurt each other. Okay, all these things happening, we are fighting each other, we are hating with each other, and children, we are polluting the atmosphere on this earth. So children, it is we who is polluting, who is responsible for polluting this earth. We breathe, the same air. All the human beings are breathing the same air. Okay, and children, we, due to some people inside, due to some people, when they inside, we lose our power of thinking, and we start fighting, we start hating with each other. So we should take care of that. Okay, so this is the theme of the poem, that children, since we human beings are same, we are living in the same earth, so why we are foreigners? Okay, why we are foreigners? We are all same, we are living on the same earth, only the countries name differ. We human beings are not being different, we are living in the country, we are living on this earth, so we are not foreigners. Okay, now children, once again I would like to revise the main points of the poem. Alright, so children, here the poet James Kirkup, James Falconer Kirkup, he tells us that no man are foreign, and no man are strangers, and no man are foreigners. So my first point is this: what wanted the poet wanted to convey to you? The poet wanted to convey to you that no man are foreigner. Nobody is strange. Okay? Why we are not strange? We are, our eating habit is the same. We are all eating. It doesn't mean that somebody is eating gold and diamond. We are all having our food. We are all sleeping. We are all breathing the same air. When we die, we are buried in the ground. There is a funeral procession for all the human beings. Okay, so that means that we are not strangers. The parts of the body are the same. It's not that somebody is having 4 nose and 5 ears. Everybody has the same body structure. So how can we are a stranger? And how no man are foreign? We are living on earth. Earth is same. It doesn't mean that somebody is living on some other earth. Okay. Our children, the basic need, food, water, clothes, okay, to cover our body, is needed by everybody. We all eat food. We need food and water. We need shelter. We need, at the same time, children, we all have to wear clothes to cover our body. So the basic need is same for all the human beings. Then why we are strangers? And children, fault of us, we all walk on the same ground, and after that we all do lot of work. It doesn't mean that many people sit. Of course, for 1 or 2 days we can go enjoy our holiday, we can take rest, but mainly we all work. Okay, when the child grows, he works. The nature of his work might be different, but we all work. Okay, who doesn't work? It is the very aged person. Okay, and children, it is the person who are ill. They can't work because of their age or because of their illness. Even they don't like to live like that. Even they feel like working. Okay, so children, after that and after working, children, one day we all die. We are born. All the human beings are born, and all the human beings they are dead. All of us need sunshine, air, okay, food and water. We all have same kind of body parts. We all have same kinds of body parts also. Of course, children, we all human being, we wake up, okay, we sleep also, we wake up also at a particular time. Maybe some can sleep for a bit for long hours, some sleep for a lesser time. Okay, but we all need sleep. We all have to wake up. And children, that we should not blame and we should not hurt anybody. We should never blame and we should never hurt anybody. So children, these are the main points of the poem. Now children, I will be doing the explanation part of the poem. Okay. I have already written some of the words on the blackboard, so we will read this word and then I will be reading the stanzas of the poem, and after that I will be discussing, I will be explaining, and I will be telling you the meaning of the new words. Some of the words I have written, some of the words I will be telling you, so you have to pay attention. Right. So first of all children, you can read the meaning of these new words. Strange is unusual. Foreign country that is not your own. Foreign country that is not your own. Beneath is under. Beneath is under. Fed to give food. Harvest, the act of collecting food, grain, etc. Harvest means the act of collecting food or grains, etc. Okay, so these are some of the new words, because before explanation I think you all need this new word, otherwise you won't be able to understand the poem. And some of the new words I will be telling to you. Right. So I will be reading the first paragraph and listen it carefully, and take a pencil in your hand. You can jot down these new words also. Remember, no men are strange. So this is the first stanza of the poem. Remember, no man are strange, no countries foreign. Beneath all uniforms, a single body breathes. Beneath all uniform, a single body breathes. Like ours, the land our brothers walk upon. Is earth like this in which we all shall lie? Is earth like this in which we all shall lie? Okay, so this is the children, this is the first paragraph I have read just now. First stanza, sorry, not paragraph. Okay, the paragraph of the poem is known as stanza. Okay, so this is a poem, so this is here, we will not tell this is a paragraph, this is a stanza. So children, let me tell you, remember, no man are strange and no countries are foreign. Now children, in the beginning only, the poet told us that nobody is strange. We should not differentiate each other. Okay, I told you due to three things. Which things I have told you about? Due to appearance, due to religion, and due to what? Appearance, religion, and children, what else? Religion. We should not differentiate because of religion. First thing, appearance and region. Children, what is the meaning of region? Region, you can say people from various countries. Region means the places, the different countries. Here we can say different countries. Okay, so children, these are the things. Okay, remember, no man are strange. No man is strange, that means no man are foreigner, because they are all enjoying the basic need. They are all having their food, they are all having their shelter, they are all having clothes to cover their body, they are drinking, they are enjoying the sunshine. So they are not a stranger. And children, they are all living on the same earth, so they are not foreigners also. All the human beings, they are living in this earth only, so they are not foreigners. Beneath all uniform, a single body breathes. Children, I have written the meaning of beneath is under. The meaning of beneath is under. So you try to understand this paragraph. Beneath all uniform, okay, Here the poet speak about the various dresses which the people wear. Here the poet speaks about the various dresses which the people um, wear. Okay. And children, these dresses are worn by various people of various country. Okay. And under the dresses they are having their human body, and all the human body are same. All the human bodies here are same. So beneath all uniform, okay children, here uniform doesn't mean your school uniform or the uniform of the army or the navy. Here uniform means children dresses. The dresses, the clothes which we are wearing, that is written here as a uniform. So beneath, that means under the clothes, what we are having? We are having the same body structure. Okay, we are having one tummy, we are having two legs, we are having two hands, we are having one back. So the human body is same everywhere, whether he is an American, his body structure is also same. If he is a European, his body structure is also same. Okay, so the poet speaks here about the various dresses which is worn by the people of various countries. Okay, and children, beneath those dresses, the human bodies are the same. I mean to say, the structure of the human bodies are the same. So the poet says, children, that's why all the people on this earth are the same. What does the poet says? All the people on this earth are same. He is telling nobody is different, okay, and peculiar from each other. No country is foreign, nobody is different, nobody is peculiar. A single body breathes beneath all uniform. That means the body of a human being, it breathes beneath the uniform. Uniform means the clothes which we are putting. Okay, and nobody is foreign because the earth is same everywhere. It has soil, it has concrete, it has air, it has water. So nobody is foreigner here because we are all living in the same earth. So no country is foreign here. So let me read. Remember, no man are strange, no countries are foreign. So that's why here poet is telling that no man are strange. Everybody is same because children, we are having the same basic needs. We are living on same earth. That's why no countries are foreign here. Beneath all uniform, a single body breathes. Here uniform means children clothes. We are all having the body structure of all the human beings are same, and we are all covering our body with the dresses. Okay, and here beneath all uniform, a single body breathes, and we are all breathing. Okay, our body which is covered with clothes, we are breathing. We are breathing. All the human beings are breathing the same air. Okay, and like ours, the land our brothers walk upon. And children, he is telling all our brothers, brother means all the human beings are allied and they are walking on the same land. What is the same land here indicates to? Same land here indicates to earth. Okay. Like ours, the land our brothers walk upon. Is earth like this in which we all shall die? The poem is telling you this earth is alive. Okay, when we all will die, we shall lie on earth. We shall all the human beings. Okay, children, when they are dead, except Hindu, mostly everybody buried their dead one in the earth. Hindus are cremated, so indirectly, children, even they are their ashes is mixed with the earth. Indirectly they are also lying in the earth. So he is telling all the human beings are born and we are all living on earth. So how can we are foreigners? How can we are different? Okay, all human bodies after their death, they are lying on the earth. Okay, where mostly maximum people are buried in the earth. Okay, and some people are there who are Hindus, they are cremated, so their ashes is also mixed in the earth. So that means indirectly we all the human beings, we are lying in this earth. So children, with this I have completed my the first part of this video, and in my next video I will explain the remaining part of the poem. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.